Science is opening new doors all the time to understanding how our genes impact our lives. It's long been known that genetics impacts health, and it seems safe to assume that it also determines some of our fitness abilities. Not all of us are destined to be elite athletes, no matter how hard we train.
So for quite some time, there has been a raging debate as to whether your genes do affect your ability to burn fat, to recover faster, and a lot of studies recently have shown that unfortunately they do. So for those people that have genes that don't necessarily want to aid them in their fitness journey, it's really important to know, what is your body like, right? What does your body tend to metabolize better? Is it carbs? Is it fat? What kind of diet works best for you? Unfortunately, even then, it's the fitness routine. It's the level of activity. So it's true, some people do have to work harder than others. You have those that are just very skinny and can eat anything they want, and good for them. And then for the rest of us that have to work a little harder to get the bodies we want, it's important that we know what the routine should look like, what works best for us.
Finding out what type of body you have is something you should definitely discuss and determine with your personal trainer. But whatever the outcome may be, it's important not to get discouraged by your genetic makeup.
There's no reason to just give up it entirely. I think it's important to obviously eat healthy regardless, to work out. It's good for the body, it's good for the mind, it's good for the soul. But genes absolutely do play a factor in your fitness journey, and I think knowing how they do, and there are some tests that you take, some DNA tests that tell you the Mediterranean diet's better for you. Perhaps you should have carbs as opposed to not having carbs. Everybody's different, and the genes will help you figure out what works best for your body.
When it comes to athletic and physical performance, about 50 to 60% of the difference between your skills and someone else's can be attributed to genetics. The other 40 to 50% comes down to environmental factors, like training, diet, and lifestyle habits, for example, sleep. Sure, you probably have a good idea of what you're genetically good at and where you struggle, but do you know what to do about those things to maximize the good and overcome the bad? As we said, a good conversation with your personal trainer will help you get started. Just remember, we each draw something different in the genetic lottery, but you can always improve on what you got.